Hi guys, welcome to another session of Life Skills. I'm Razete Rahim, Assistant Professor of the MBA Department, Srinagar Institute of Technology, Adur. Today we are going to see the Module 5, the final module in Life Skills course. Here we are seeing the leadership concept, the introduction. So let's begin. Leadership. Leadership is the ability to lead or guide people towards the accomplishment of a common goal. And that is very important. Common goal. What is this common goal? Common when the leader and the followers have one goal in mind. That is the common goal. So leadership involves the ability to lead. The person whose ability is to lead or guide people towards towards reaching that common goal. That is leadership. It requires certain characteristics, right? So what are these characteristics, or what are the qualities? One, vision, to see the bigger picture, the ability to see the larger picture. What in future, what does the group want? What do the followers and leader want? For example, you take Mahatma Gandhi. His vision was the freedom of India. So the vision was a longer aspiration of the group. So that is the vision. Secondly, ability to convince others. Mahatma Gandhi, as a leader, he was able to convince even the common people. He was able to convince even the British. So the ability to convince, that is a quality of a leader. It is a charismatic personality. It's a part of a personality of a person also. So when a person is being able to convince, the people will believe in whatever things the person says, the leader says. So he uses words, in his actions, everything is in such a way that people will be convinced. Thirdly, to inspire others. So when you say things that you mean and you act in the way that you really want people to believe in you, so you're inspiring others. So Mahatma Gandhi was an inspiration. Mother Teresa was an inspiration. Even people like in sports you have Maradona, you have Pele. So these are all inspiration. These are all legends. These people are legends because they have the ability to inspire. Providing knowledge and strategy. Okay, so the people have certain expertise. The footballers like Maradona, Pele, they had certain knowledge. They're legends in football. So they have the knowledge, they know the strategy, the winning strategy. They didn't become heroes in one day. It was because of their continuous struggle and their hard work they became leaders. So they have the knowledge, they know how to strategize, how to put forward their abilities and the knowledge they have. Then coordinating and guiding. So the leader has a very important role. Just because the leader has the knowledge and the influence and everything doesn't mean that he will be effective. To be effective means you have to coordinate all your followers and guide them in such a way that they don't lose the goal in the mind. Okay. Balancing the interests of everyone. So here comes the interest of everyone. So you have a common goal. Everybody's trying to accomplish the common goal, but in between people have their own personal interest that is not as aspiring or inspiring to others in the group. So you have to find a balance between what the followers in the group want. So the leader always has to balance the interest of all the people in such a way that the people will not quarrel with each other. They won't feel like they are let down, that someone else is given more importance or given more. But there is a bias by the leader towards certain followers. No. Being resilient at times of crisis. Being resilient means being focused, being always on the course, okay? Even though you have certain struggles and certain stressing elements, you're always on course. You're trying to put things into in such a way that there is a focus towards attaining a common goal. So the leader, definition by John C. Maxwell, is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. It is self-explanatory. You can understand. Knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So there is one poem by Robert Frost where he says that I saw two paths in a forest. I took a path which was less traveled. Okay, these are not exactly the words, but this is what it is. He saw two roads, two paths in a forest. One path which people will usually take in the forest, the other path which people don't take in the forest. A leader is a person who would try to go the way because he will know the way and he will also show the way, maybe the path that others did not take would lead to greater achievements? Maybe not. So leader is one who is not only thinking about himself but also others. What is the framework to analyze leadership? It involves three elements: the leader, the situation, followers. So the leader, the situation, and the followers. The trait of the leader, the personality of the leader is very important. His expertise, his knowledge is very important, and his position in society or status or whatever it is, how people look at him in the world, is very important. Next comes the followers. Followers, they have certain shared values and norms. They have certain things that they share commonly with each other. And the bonding between the followers also influences how they perform together as a group. Okay, and how they respond to the leader and his needs and their needs. Situation is the thing that actually develops the leader and the followers. So situation, the level of stress the situation gives them requires them to interact more between the leader and the followers, develop them more strategies, the focus that they will look into how much they have to lose, how much they have to gain. Take the case of independence. You can just imagine during independence and all those people who struggled for independence, the situation was very tense. So there were leaders coming up and followers were ready to follow them because all of them wanted one goal. They wanted to attain the independence of India, right? So the cultural dimensions, moving into the cultural dimensions of leadership. Let's look at the difference between the cultural dimension between the East, that is the East Asian society, and the West, you see the European or American society. So it was a pioneering work by Dutch psychologist Geert Hofstede. He was often cited and quoted to emphasize the difference in leadership between the West and the East. For instance, culture plays a very important role in determining leaders' action, especially where the decision-making attitude towards diversity. What is diversity? Diversity means when there are people of different culture, people of different race, religion, gender are working together. Okay, so he had studied how the West and the East treat people of diversity and how the decision making and attitude, all these things matter, is different in different societies. Okay, so let's see the difference. Culture of East with culture of West. First criteria is decision making. Leaders in the East tend to be authoritarian in decision making. There is a decision making missing there. So there is leaders in the East, they always are like, they have a patriarchal society where the men are given more focus and decisions are made mostly by men. So there is authority and there is a lot of what we say, there is a lot of hierarchy involved. So you have to follow the hierarchy during decision making. But in West, it is more democratic. You take decisions in consensus with people. You talk to people who are your followers and you take a decision. Diversity here means the leaders in the East tend to view diversity by masculine behavior. So diversity in the East is more masculine because men usually get into important places, important position in the East, whereas in the West it is actively practiced in diversity. There are women, there are people of different capabilities, age, all work together. There is not much of differences when it comes to diversity. Attitude towards who are lower down in the hierarchy in the West is more accommodative and conciliatory. So the people who are working at the lower ring in West, they are given more freedom to work, whereas in the East, the subordinates have strict following towards the seniors. That is seen as a cultural limitation. Okay. So what are the things that you have to know as growing as a leader? Write down your goals. You have to be very precise and very clear about what your goals are. Develop your grit. Develop your grit means the grit is develop your stuff. Okay, develop what you are, what good skills you have. That is grit here. So it is the indicator predictor of success. By becoming aware of your grittiness and learning how to strengthen it, you'll become more likely to succeed in all walks of life. So you have to develop your strong points. That is what it means. Find your purpose pattern. We all have different purposes in life. We have to find what we are best at and then follow it. Always be learning. we have to keep on learning, keep on updating ourselves, keep on growing intellectually, physically, morally. Get international experience, go outside if possible, get some knowledge, or see the people, or work with people of different walks and gain some knowledge. Work with a mentor, always keep yourself updated. See if you are starting a career at a younger age, if you have a person in the organization to help you go through certain stages as a mentor, he can or she can help you online or offline with different kinds of methods to work effectively. Engage in skilled volunteering. It means that you have to develop more than experience. Skill-based volunteering is proven to have transformative benefits. In addition to making you healthy and happy, it also prove to help you develop skills and growing as a leader. Okay, so that means you have to go out there and work with increasingly outside companies or international companies, volunteer so that you learn certain skills in foreign settings, international settings, and you prove your capacity to lead. You may discover yourself when you're in a situation, in a foreign situation or in an international situation. You'll try to evolve yourself into a better person, into a better leader. Maybe not. So I want to end this video by saying that if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. So Cristiano Ronaldo, think about him. So thank you all. I'll see you in the next video. Answer the quiz on edmodo.com on this session. Right. Have a nice day.